Igor! Igor! I've got to talk to you! Some serious shit is about to go down!
What is it this time?
One of the big fish is flying into Kapachi. We have a chance to intercept him. We have to act on this intel now!
Who is this big fish, anyway?
No idea, but it's gotta be one of NAR's top people. A real 100,000 ruble suit type.
That's not much to go on. Could just be a waste of time.
It is 100% worth a shot. Imagine what kind of intel we can squeeze out of this guy. Just go over there and check it out for yourself, okay? I know a good vantage point.
All right. But let's make one thing clear first. I'll do the talking. I've got a feeling this big fish might not survive your squeezing.
Sure. Whatever you say, boss. I'll mark the location on your map.
Nothing is ever as it seems with Mikhail, is it? What is he dragging you into this time? The NAR fish tank is a very murky and dirty place. Can you really tell the difference between a big fish and a bottom feeder when you meet them?
Good to see you again, lad.
You look excited. What happened?
I captured myself a Nazi spy. He's in the cage. Now, I'm going to interrogate him. Perhaps you want to help. My hearing is not what it used to be.
I don't think that's a Nazi.
What?
I will gladly help you squeeze some information out of this spy.
That's the spirit. Don't go easy on the bastard. Well, well. You really didn't give him any quarter, did you? I'd have done the same. What did you learn?
He was a very, unimportant spy. He didn't know anything.
That's too bad. All right. We'll have to come up with another plan for the final counterattack.
Городской совет народных депутатов. Неблагоприятная радиационная обстановка. Сообщает, что в связи с аварией уважаемые товарищи, неблагоприятная радиационная обстановка.
I wonder what my wife is doing right now. Probably hanging out with her stupid hipster friends.
What was that? Help over here! I'm wounded! Don't you fucking move! Flank his ass! No mercy! It's just one guy! One guy! Get him! Where the fuck is he? Find him! Find him! Shoot to kill!
I'm in position. How is this a good vantage point? No tower, no hill?
Right. You won't need a tower. There should be a control unit nearby. Find it and power it up.
Found it. What is this thing? Mikhail, what are you not telling me? And where is this big fish?
He'll be flying over in a helicopter pretty soon. All you need to do is fire up the missile defense system. The rest is automated. Pretty fucking awesome, right? It's old Soviet technology. I found it totally by chance. Don't tell me that's not a great fucking plan.
What? You want me to shoot down a helicopter? Are you out of your goddamn mind?
Au contraire, mon frère. It's the perfectly rational thing to do. Cut off as many of the Hydra's heads as you can! This is insane, Igor. You've no idea who's on board. I know we want to take down NAR, but blowing unidentified targets out of the sky is a war crime.
I've come this far. Can't back down now. Hitting NAR like this will keep them off balance. Distracted. It'll buy me some more time.
Chin up, son. Think of it as Uncle Mikhail's rite of passage. Do it! I'm so fucking proud of you, Igor. Now, go check the crash site for survivors.
Looks like nobody made it.
What? You have to speak louder.
I said there are no survivors.
Well done, my friend. Now, come back to base.
What the hell was that?
Calm the fuck down. That was a fantastic job we just pulled together.
Why did you want those people dead?
What people? I was after Kozlov. It's too bad he wasn't on board.
How did you know about the air defense system?
This was a top-secret installation, after all. It only makes sense they had a way to counter American spy planes.
No more secrets. What did NAR do to you? Why do you hate them so much?
Kozlov and his henchmen tore this place apart. They expected everyone to fall in line. They rounded up me and my buddies, tortured us, and shot the others through the head, point blank. Me, they left alive to send a message. Well, where do we go from here, Igor?
I know we have our differences, but you really ought to stay. I need you here.
Damn right you do. Don't you ever forget that.
Have you heard of cloud seeding?
I've heard that it's possible. Why?
Because it was used to save Moscow from the Chernobyl fallout at someone else's expense.
There's a lot of crazy theories surrounding the Chernobyl catastrophe. What's your source for this one?
My mom told me, so it caused my father's thyroid cancer.
But there are a lot of factors involved in...
My mother was a doctor and a chemist. Trust me, she would know. Anyway, she told me what it looked like. Fighter jets shooting bullets with silver iodine and the radioactive clouds. The rain would wash down the toxic particles. The first cleanup operation was just 2 days after the Chernobyl disaster. Obviously, it was done in secret. The goal was to make the rain fall on smaller cities and villages in Belarus and Ukraine, where the cloud could reach Moscow. The little people suffered because of it. No one can even guess how many people died in the radiation-related diseases in the following decades. Of course, the authorities denied it. They're still denying it even today. Every time I think about it, I wish I had 1 or 2 of those fuckers in the sights of my Moss and Nugget.
I find that hard to believe.
Naturally. I heard you were once a true believer in the system.
It's not that simple.
No need to explain yourself. It was a long time ago. I just hope you're smarter now. Those in power will always think of themselves first. Communism or no communism.
Hi, Olga.
I'd be glad.
Fantastic. I'm ready to learn. Oh, great huntress.
No jokes while we're training or I'll smack you upside the head. Got it? Today I'll teach you how to stay alive a little bit longer. Knowing how to use a medkit, healing salves, and herbs is obviously important, but I won't be talking about that.
What are you going to talk about, Olga?
About resolve, grit, and determination. About having the guts to do what's right, whatever it takes.
I get what you're saying, but what does it have to do with survival skills?
You know the stories about people who achieve seemingly impossible feats in times of crisis? There's this tale about an old woman who somehow lifted a tram because her grandkid was stuck underneath.
I'm sure that's an urban legend.
Even so, with inner discipline and strength of conviction, you can sometimes surprise yourself. Let me ask you something. Are you willing to die for Tatiana?
Without hesitation.
Good. Now what you need to understand is that she doesn't need you to die. She needs you to live. Stay alive, Igor. It's the only way to see this through.
What's the matter, Mousy?
Hey there, Tarakan.
But of course I can.
Actually...
What's going on, Igor? How are things, Professor?
The fuck you want?
Matvey taught me well, and I'm happy to pass on his knowledge.
Koslov, the most hated man in the zone. He's ruthless, but hardly a mastermind. Despite his civilized appearance, he may just be a mad dog, unleashed by the NAR. Still, you could probably learn a lot from him. He could be your ticket into the power plant.
Bad news, Igor.
What's going on?
Kozlov is about to leave the NAR encampment. Very convenient timing, isn't it?
Convenient indeed. So, change of plans?
Go to Hotel Policia, top floor. You'll have a great vantage point from up there. It will allow you to pinpoint Kozlov.
Sounds good.
Excellent. We should pursue this plan. This will bring us closer to defeating the Rat King.
You're one psycho old geezer, Terracan. But I like you because you love to stir shit up. Working with you is a real pleasure.
You may be far from divine enlightenment, Sashko, but your heart is in the right place.
What's that smell? Did someone take a shit out here or what? Master made for dinner tonight. Hope it's not more fish. I hate fish.
Who's there? It's us or him, boys! Shoot him now! Casualty!
Your relentless search has finally caught up with you. Who knows what the NAR will do to you now?
Oh, my head! It's killing me! Where the hell am I? I have to find my portal generator. My ticket out of here.
Assigned here. God duty my ass.
Why don't you shut the fuck up and be grateful that you don't have to scrub the toilets, huh?
Alright. I'm just talking shit is all. One last sweep and I'm done. Great.
Koslov, the most hated man in the zone. He's ruthless.
I wonder what's for dinner. One last sweep and I'm done. Great. Another hour gone, 3 more to go. Fucking hell. What's that smell? Did someone take a shit?
Where are we going for our honeymoon, Igor?
Honeymoon?
You did start planning it, right?
Of course I have.
So?
I was thinking of Sochi, Yalta, perhaps Gagra.
Gagra? The Soviet Monte Carlo for party apparatchiks? Over my dead body?
All right. Sochi it is then. I'm on the top floor, and I found some binoculars.
Good. Luck favors bold mousies like yourself.
I see him. General Kozlov in the flesh.
The chief rat. Now listen closely, Mousie. His living quarters are in the building on your right, top floor. The time for action is now. Gather your courage and go, Mousie.
What about a little help? Perhaps some kind of diversion?
Yes. Luring the other predators away is always a good idea. Use the generator to power up the Ferris wheel. Its lights will attract them like moths.
Like moths? That might work for a minute or two, but it won't last.
Do you have a better idea?
I might. Shut down the generator instead, and they'll be blind. Then you'll have no problem sneaking past the guards and getting to your target.
Okay, I'm at the generator.
The shadows are out! Fucking hell!
Fire! Fire at will! Target the head!
Over there! Keep shooting!
Coming!
Watch your six! Stay alert!
Disabling the generator. Master the boat onto the shadow cages. The guards will be quite busy for the next little while.
I'm afraid of the dark, are you? Seriously, though, watch yourself. Those things will eat you just as soon as any guard.
What's all the commotion?
Don't even think about reaching for that sidearm, General Kozlov. I'm not interested in talking to you, but I need to find Tatiana, and you're in my way.
Is that so? Those few words you just said tell me you have no idea what's going on here.
Come on. He's just trying to weasel his way out of it. Kill him now. Don't let him get in your head.
I'm sorry, General. I'm not that kind of person. But you leave me no choice.
Wait. You're making a huge mistake. I can tell you a great many things. Useful information.
He's full of shit. Just pop him and blow.
You want to know about Tatiana, right? Then you found the right man. Let's talk.
Okay. I'll bite. But you better have answers.
Did you think I would be impressed? I've seen these things before.
Don't make your situation any worse than it already is. Move.
So, this is what it looks like from the inside.
Surprised? I guess you're not all-knowing after all.
Let's say terrorist hideouts are not my department, but I know everything I need to know. Is this a family meeting? What a pity. I thought we were going to talk man-to-man, Professor Kaminyuk.
What the fuck? Why did you bring this asshole here? You were supposed to punish him for what he did, and then leave his corpse as an example.
My poor fellow. I suppose you expect me to acknowledge you and apologize for something I've done. Sadly, I am forced to disappoint you. I have no idea who you are, nor do I care.
I don't like this one bit. Let's put an end to this, and fast.
You should be careful with that one, Kaminyuk. Women are often far more cruel than men. I've seen her kind in... well, it hardly matters. What about you, old man? Still chasing ghosts? Did you ever find your mysterious Rat King? Perhaps you should have stayed in the institution. At least they kept you properly fed. Sashko Horobets. I admire your craft, but there's nothing I can do for you. Or your brother.
We'll see about that.
Are we done with introductions? Let's get to it then.
You seem to be the most reasonable of this gang of colorful misfits. I was hoping you and I could have a civilized conversation.
I know exactly what you're doing. It isn't particularly clever or original, and it's not going to work.
What am I doing? I am a professional who happens to be on the other side of the fence. Just a man trying to do his job. I have a nephew that I very much want to see. So, go ahead and ask your questions. When you're satisfied, I'm sure we can come to some kind of arrangement.
Your nephew? Tell me about him.
He's 10 years old. He's from Magnitogorsk, like his father and me, and he's the smartest kid I know. I don't believe for one moment that you could harm him. It simply isn't your style, Professor. Besides, you don't even know where he is.
Do not assume to know me, Kozlov. That would be a mistake. Tell me about the experiments. What is Semenov doing in the lab?
I wish I could tell you, but as with tracking down trespassers, that is not my department. My task was to ensure Semenov could work undisturbed.
You lie. I've seen everything. I've even studied Chernobylite myself. How can you claim to know nothing about it?
I know about its applications, yes. I know that it can act as an unlimited energy source, that it can be used in transportation, medicine, and can even be weaponized. But I don't know any details about its implementation. I'm not a scientist, just an old soldier.
Yes, I suppose that's true.
Look, I'm not a personal friend of Semenov. His findings may be profound, but at what cost? Remember, it was Semenov who botched the experiment that released the shadows into this world. Can you guess how many people I've lost fighting those things? Don't ask me where these creatures came from, because I have no idea. From a nightmare, perhaps. Semenov has a god complex. He believes he can advance the human race, a bold claim, especially in this part of the world, no? We lived in the shadow of people who wanted to turn us simple bread-eaters into angels for almost the entire century. But I've been around. I've seen things. So you can understand why I'm skeptical when I hear such claims.
Semenov may be the brain, but he isn't responsible for the atrocities in the zone. That's your doing.
You seem like a smart fellow, Kamenyuk. Why would you buy into this nonsense?
What do you mean?
Whatever Semenov told you, he is the real puppet master. He has great influence over the board.
The board?
The big money people in the tailored Italian suits. The people who make money by making money. Semenov convinced the board he's going to transform NAR into a $1 trillion business. To them, he's like an investment banker messiah.
Semenov isn't rounding people up and torturing them, filling mass graves with civilian corpses. That's you.
Well, naturally, you'll get a distorted view of what's going on when you only hear one side of the story.
Uh-huh. What's your side of the story, then?
This is a war zone. I am responsible for keeping my men safe and doing my job. Some collateral damage is unavoidable in any conflict. But trust me when I say I've already had a bellyful of civilian misery. I do my absolute best to keep their suffering to a minimum.
I'm only really interested in one thing. Where is Tatiana?
That ghost you're chasing. That pretty dream. I don't know what to tell you.
You're the head of security. Am I to believe you're not privy to everything that goes on at the power plant?
Professor Kamenyuk, listen. I am here to earn a little extra money so I can retire someplace nice and send my nephew to an Ivy League university. I have zero interest in anything that doesn't directly concern my men and my job.
You don't tell me. I swear.
I cannot tell you what I do not know, Professor. Semenov is the authority in this area. Talk to him if you want to know more about the experiments or this Tatiana girl.
How do I enter the power plant?
You're placing me in a very awkward position. You want me to divulge information that may lead to casualties among my men and the civilian staff.
You've got a real nerve talking to me about civilian casualties. I can't believe you would try that. Again, what is the password and response for accessing the power plant?
Don't be stupid. You and your merry band of trumps will never make it out of the power plant alive.
I don't care. Do you know where we are right now?
No. I don't understand it, this place. But let's skip the guessing game and you just tell me.
We are currently in the tunnel between two singularities. It's like a black hole, only smaller. This tunnel is a shortcut through time and space. Marvelous, isn't it? But to use it, you need to know how to enter and how to leave.
Ah, I see where this is going.
Do you? I don't have to kill you. I can simply leave you here. But don't count on dying anytime soon. Time dilation will ensure that you don't. You will never see your nephew again. But perhaps I will release you to attend his funeral when he's died of old age.
I can see that your companion's cruel nature is beginning to rub off on you. Very well.
Are you ready to cooperate now? If you lie to me, I will return, and it won't go well for you.
The call is, we quell the storm. The response, and ride the thunder.
Thank you. I'm glad we had this chance to talk. What to do with you now, eh?
It's too dangerous to let him live. I believe we already agreed on that.
I want to ask him about Rustlin fast.
He's mine. I want him to experience a slow descent into hell. Fucker!
He's just a tool of the Rat King. He told you everything of value already. Do not let this rodent roam free. He can still do great damage to our cause, more even than before.
Sorry. I can't let you go.
You're making a mistake, Professor. One you will dearly regret.
I promised Sashko.
Let me ask some questions about why Rustlin died, not send him to his ancestors. You've seen enough bloodshed, Igor. Go now.
This is no way for a man to die by the hands of a thief, a common low-life criminal. Damn you.
Igor, I need to tell you something. Remember when you asked me why the lurkers stay away from our village? I wasn't entirely honest with you.
All right.
I don't know exactly how it works, but Matvey has a way of keeping these creatures at a distance. He has this strange powder. He calls it dust, but it's secret. Only a handful of people even know it exists.
Dust? Why are you telling me about this?
Because I can see you for what you are now.
And what's that?
A forthright and honorable man. Maybe a little awkward in social situations. Anyway, it'll help us in your heist. You should get your hands on some as soon as possible.
Well, if it works, there must be something to it. I should definitely look into it.
You should.
Okay. I'll check it out first chance I get.
Magic powder? It's not really your style to believe in such things, is it, Igor? Still, if there's any truth to it, it could be your best chance to defeat the shadows, and perhaps even him, the Black Stalker.
Watch out for those bastards, Igor. I heard on the radio that they're sending more troops to Red Forest.
Olga, I think I found some of this, what did you call it? Dust?
Stay vigilant. There could be lurkers nearby. Those things are never too far away.
Hey, you! Where do you think you're going?
Don't shoot. I'm, friendly.
Friendly my arse. Turn around and keep walking until you disappear.
Why so hostile? I helped you guys out, remember? I need to speak with Matvey.
Did you now? Olga's gone and Kostya is missing. Probably because of you. Some help.
Look, I really need this dust. maybe we can work out some kind of arrangement.
No can do. There's too much going on right now. Kostya and Matvey are both gone. I don't give a toss about Kostya, but Matvey is a different story. At least we know what happened to our kin. Fucking NAR bastards.
Look, I need the white powder.
White powder, eh? And you're a cokehead too. We don't do drugs round here. We live healthy, clean lives.
Now, wait a minute.
Just kidding. I know what you mean. The answer's no.
Okay. I'll be going now.
Good idea. Make yourself scarce, friendo.
Did you hear that? Can you talk to this guy?
Talking to this half-wit is a waste of time.
Any suggestions?
Go to the cemetery. At least that's what we call it. Matvey used to visit there from time to time. Maybe you'll find him there. Or Kostya.
Jesus. This isn't really a cemetery, is it? It looks more like a mass grave.
I know, but it gives this awful place a kind of dignity, doesn't it? NAR used to dump bodies here. Phosphorus, slaked lime. In time, it'll burn everything up. I found my mom there, what's left of her.
What? Why didn't you tell me? Any other secrets you'd like to share?
I didn't want you to know about this place, until now. Besides, everyone has secrets. The only question is, how harmful are they?
I'll check the bones, if you don't mind. Unbelievable. Is it possible they were telling the truth?
What's going on?
Remember when I told you about Chernobylite being a giant turtle that supports the Earth? It could be true. Well, at least partially.
What do you mean?
It seems to be organic. Moreover, it shows signs of basic cognitive functioning. To put it plainly, it learns. That's why it avoids the lye and phosphorus. Incredible. That explains why the shadows won't touch it. I have no idea how Matvey came up with this, but he hit the jackpot.
You can tell me the rest when you get back. Bring the dust.
I told you to return to the UK, Igor, but I see you didn't listen. Well, it's understandable in a way. You're constantly interfering in everyone's business. You're the wild card of the zone. There's no telling if you'll end up on the side of the heroes or the rats.
You're talking gibberish.
You think I don't know you've been talking to Semenov? Perhaps even Kozlov? Who else, I wonder? But your little gang of misfits and rejects has no idea you're playing both sides.
How do you...
You really are naive, aren't you, Igor? Like a lost little boy. That big brain of yours still can't comprehend what's really going on. Perhaps you're not so special after all.
Rat? Why did he call you a rat, Mousy?
They're using you, and you can't even see it. Did you ever think to stop running everyone's errands for 5 minutes and ask yourself why you're here? Why you're really here?
You're insane. Chernobylite is messing with your mind. Listen, I never sold anyone out. Someone sent me a picture of Tatiana, and I saw her in my dreams. She called out for me to find her.
You're a goddamn liar. She would never. No, you don't belong here.
It's the truth, and I can tell you believe it.
You're delusional.
Semenov used the photograph to lure you here, to get you to mess with my plans. He made you his puppet, whether you realize it or not.
You underestimate me, old friend. Yes, I know it's you, Boris. What happened to you? We had our differences back in the day, but we were also good friends, the three of us. Tatiana has always been the most important person in my life. That's true. But that doesn't mean I don't care about anyone else, about my friends.
Friends? Sure, Boris and Igor, bosom comrades to the end. Cross my heart and all that. It's really bizarre to see you claiming something that doesn't belong to you. If only you knew.
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about, but I don't care. I will find Tatiana. If I have to go through you to do so, I will.
You're not lacking in courage, Igor. But courage without knowledge is indistinguishable from stupidity. Do you understand what you're up against? I know you talk to those half-wits in my lab. Their indiscretion cost them their lives, by the way.
You killed them for telling me that crazy theory of yours? That Chernobylite is an organism so powerful it can produce singularities and wormholes inside its own multi-dimensional body?
Believe what you want. But how do you hope to challenge such power if you can't even defeat me? You're so far out of your depth, you don't even realize. I have my own plans, and they don't involve you. Not yet, anyway. I'm not going to kill you, not today. You can thank her for that. But I can't make any promises about the future. Who knows what the future will bring? I sincerely hope I never see you again, Igor.
That was impressive, what you did back there. You faced a monster and survived. Not everyone can say that. And you two have history, right? Damn. Respect, man. Really.
Thanks, I guess.
But keep your eyes on the prize, okay? We're not done quite yet.
Wonder what the quartermaster made for dinner tonight. Hope it's not more fish. I hate fish.
Why so sad, my love? What's going on?
I just learned that
What is it?
it's my mom. She's dying. She's being diagnosed with leukemia, and...
Oh my God. I'm so sorry, my love. I had no idea.
Nobody did. She's been hiding it this whole time, and now it's too late. How could she? I would have taken care of her. Promise me something, Igor. Promise you'll never hide things from me.
Of course, my love. I promise.
Praise the great rat catcher in the skies. You faced the devil himself and survived.
Yes, it was quite an experience.
Don't worry. I could never believe that you were the Rat King, or even a lesser rat. You have a pure heart. I trust you. But now, we know exactly what we're up against. Chernobylite is the evil that descended upon this world. It's the true face of the Rat King. Listen to me, Igor. Whatever the cost, we have to destroy it.
How are things, Professor?
I would like to...
Sure. How are things, Professor?
Hey.
About what? I can show you.
Actually...
Igor, just the stalker I wanted to see.
What's up?
Any luck going against the lurkers?
The shadows, you mean? Oh, I'm doing what I can, but these creatures are both dangerous and unpredictable.
You don't have to tell me that. They killed more than a few friends of mine. And from what I gather, NAR hasn't had any luck hunting them either. They're scary, but they can definitely be killed. Just stick the barrel of your trusty shotgun in its face, whatever that lump is between its shoulders, and pull the trigger.
The shadows are able to make short jumps across space-time. That's what makes them so dangerous. But this isn't just about killing them. We can't keep spinning our wheels forever. We have to find out what they are and where they're coming from, and put a stop to it for good. NER is part of the puzzle. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, if you find out more, please let me know. Till then, I'll just keep kicking their shadowy asses.
Hi,
I'd be glad.
Actually...
What's the matter, Mousy?
Hey there.
But of course, I can.
Actually...
What's going on, Igor?
Do you think...
But I'll be...
Perfect. Let's do it.
Follow me. Now I'm going to teach you how to remain invisible when there's little cover. It all depends on how quick and quiet you can be. When concealed, look for the next closest cover to your goal. Observe the enemy, and once you see an opening, advance quickly while staying as low as you can. I'll play the role of your opponent. Begin. Good job, Igor. Your chances of survival just increased.
The fuck you want?
Mikhail...
Have stuff gathering in Pripyat.
Actually...
You're absolutely sure about that, Professor Semonov?
It's the only logical explanation. How else would Amelieva's gamma brainwaves be able to interact with Chernobylite if it wasn't at least partially sentient? And what about the gate?
Some advanced form of telekinesis.
That's not a sufficient explanation, not by a long shot.
But if what you're saying is true, that would mean that the wormholes are... No, that is impossible.
Why impossible? Think about it. Just because we've never seen an organism powerful enough to create, withstand, or even direct the exotic energy found near black holes, doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
So these fractal tunnels, they're also organic. So we're what? Traveling through the veins of a giant multi-dimensional Moby Dick?
Right now, thanks to his trials, only the Black Stalker is. And if you like to play with metaphors, I would say more like a giant multi-dimensional squid.
And that would make the shadows, what? Some kind of external white blood cells?
I quite like that theory. They are here to nourish the main host and protect it from intruders and diseases.
Us?
Most of us, yes.
Shadows emerged through the unstable gate, so you don't think it was retaliation or an invasion?
No. I would rather call it the reaction of an organism that was attacked by something foreign.
By foreign, you mean our test subjects? So shadows are some sort of antibodies?
Exciting, isn't it? And Eva is like the correct protein, the conduit. She can communicate with the beast, but the beast can also speak through her.
I've seen what happened to subjects who were exposed to Chernobylite. Getting some FaceTime with this must be unsettling.
What do you care? Our names will go down in the history books next to Newton and Einstein.
Of course, Professor Semonov. This is all worth it.
So Chernobylite is some kind of sentient, multi-dimensional organism. And Tanya can communicate with it. This is... I can't even wrap my head around this.
It's been so long, my love. Why can't I hear you anymore? Since you gave birth to the boy and fell into a coma. You used to visit me in my dreams. I miss our conversations. I miss you, Tanya. Sometimes, I think I lost my way in all this. Lost myself. We both made so many sacrifices, and now I'm not even sure what awaits us at the end of this road. But this is our only chance to be together. You cannot lose hope now. Please, just let Semonov have what he wants. Give it to him, and then we can have each other.
Poor bastard. It seems his delusion keeps him going. But I need to focus. I have to find out what Tanya is supposed to give to Semonov.
It's fascinating, Professor Semonov, really. But I'm here to discuss business, not scientific curiosities. Our investors need to see a return on their investment.
You don't need to worry about that. It can be monetized in ways they can't even imagine.
But that's just the thing. These people don't like surprises. They want to know precisely what to expect. New types of weapons, medicine, a new means of transportation.
All of that, and more. You can tell your precious investors that the millions they're pouring into our project will come back to them as billions.
And what about the Duga radar? It's been drawing all kinds of unnecessary attention over the years. These dark tourists and those damn stalkers.
It has served its purpose. You can scrap it and make razors for all I care. We've got Amelieva now. She's the ultimate conduit. What we have in the works right now, it will transform the NAR into the biggest conglomerate in the world. It's going to be $1 trillion business. We will use Amelieva to stabilize the gate to another world, the Chernobylite's world. And once we are able to travel there, this will be a revolution unlike anything humanity has ever witnessed. You could call it an ontological shock.
Ontolo what? Never mind. Okay, as long as you find a safe way of putting a $ sign on it, you've got the permission of the board. But, you know, just keep your feet on the ground, okay, Professor? We're here to make money, not destroy the world or cause shocks of any kind.
I've got it all under control. Everything is in place, and our patient zero is ready.
Dear God, so that's what Semenov needs Tanya for? Stabilizing a wormhole? A gate to the origin of Chernobylite. I need to get to the power plant and find her fast, before he can carry out this insane plan. Who knows what can happen to her, or to the world? I've got to make a plan, and move fast.
Ready for some action, Igor?
What's the plan, Kimnyuk?
Are you prepared to face the day's challenges? We should move out, Mousy. The Rat King isn't going to lie down and die with...
Time to step up to...
All right, Igor.
So, are we doing something or not?
Everyone, it's time to hit the power plant. We all know it's not going to be easy. We tried before, and not everyone made it. But this time we're smarter and better prepared. I know we can do this. We have to do this. It's the only way we can find Tatiana and end NAR.
Mousy, you're talking about striking at the heart of the Rat King. But have you learned everything possible about his plans?
I have evidence that NAR was conducting Chernobylite experiments back in the 90s. Tatiana and her baby were 2 of their subjects. With the rate at which their technology is progressing, soon, nothing will be able to stop them. We must act now.
What about that black mask-wearing motherfucker? Have you identified him?
His name is Boris Glukov. He, Tatiana, and I were close friends until he betrayed us. He helped the KGB gather evidence against Tatiana, then continued to work for NAR after my accident. He experimented on himself with Chernobylite and ended up with great power. He's strong, one of the strongest, but we can beat him. Together.
Do you know what NAR is actually doing at the power plant? Why is it so important? And what does it have to do with Tatiana?
NAR wants to create a permanent wormhole to the Chernobylite world and get to its source. Tatiana's abilities are needed to support the space-time bridge. It's hard to know what happens if they succeed. But what they're doing is unbelievably risky. They could unleash something horrific on this world, or become unstoppable themselves. But we're never going to know the outcome. Because we're going to stop them.
I like the pep talk, Professor. I think you even gave me a bit of a job. But do we have the right tools for the job?
Yes, we do. We've got everything we need to infiltrate the power plant. This is much bigger than anything any of us has done before. If you want to back out, this is your chance.
One organization holding this much power is against everything I believe in. And besides, this is personal for me. Count me in.
You know how I feel. The Rat King must be stopped at all costs, Mousy. I'm in.
I started out doing this for a paycheck. But I'm going to end it for my brother in arms. For Anton. Let's do this.
Whatever it takes to protect my people and drive NAR out, I'm on board.
You think I'm gonna back out now and miss the best part? Fuck no! I'm with you, Igor.
I appreciate your trust. We can't count on the element of surprise, but we know enough about NAR's vulnerabilities to make this work. Time and again, NAR has shown they would rather capture than kill me. We can use this to our advantage. We'll dress somebody up as an NAR officer, escorting a prisoner. Me. That's our ticket inside. We have 2 NAR uniforms, both male. Any takers?
I'll do it. I have no problem posing as an NAR officer. My hand is still giving me trouble, but I can deal with it.
You should take someone who can keep his cool when things go sideways, as they inevitably do. Trust me on that.
You're not seriously thinking about going without me? I'm a blast at parties. Ask anyone.
All right, we still have 1 more uniform. Any takers? NAR must have upgraded its digital defense perimeter and surveillance system by now. A skillful hacker should be able to at least temporarily disable them.
I'm your man, Mousy. The great Ratcatcher has blessed me with a knack for that kind of thing. Electronics, surveillance, computers. There's no one better than me.
Wouldn't call myself a black hat, but I know enough. As long as we don't get into serious stuff, I should do fine.
I need someone to cover our asses in case we end up in the shit. Someone who can take down a target from a distance, or at least create a diversion.
Firearms are my preferred method of solving problems, but I can definitely distract them.
My shooting's impaired since I injured my hand, but I can manage.
What's there to consider? I'm your gal, Igor.
Last but not least, a spy. I want someone to monitor NAR activities and keep us informed about their moves.
I've been watching these assholes fight the reflection for years. I know how they think. I'm your guy.
I know the power plant like a boy knows the woods behind his house. Let me take care of it.
Does everyone know what to do? Last chance to reconsider.
This is it, my love. The last stretch. You've been through so much for me. Make sure you're ready, because it will take everything you have. Your wits, your strength, your plan, your companion's loyalty, everything. Good luck, my love.
This is it. Today's the day, whatever happens. Everything sorted, guys? Can we start our prisoner escort on?
I'm ready. Though my hand still hurts like hell.
If the uniform doesn't get us in, we have one more ace up our sleeve. Their friend-enemy password. They say, we quell the storm. And we reply, and ride the thunder. Remember it. Before we enter the lion's den, I need to triple-check everything is ready. How's my techie? Have you logged into their system?
I'm in, Mousy. What do you need me to do? Overload their systems? Bypass security? You ask and I'll do it. But don't be rash. Once we get started, it's only a matter of time before they kick me out again.
Spy check. How are my eyes and ears?
Eyes are bright and my ears are wide open. I got the plans and codes up and I can hear those boring fuckers chatter like they were sitting in my lap. No worries, Igor. With me on your side, this'll be like walking to the grocery store.
Sniper, are you in position? Have you got eyes on?
I'm all set, Igor, and I feel good. This is just like my hunting days. I could shoot the fly off your lapel.
There are a few sentries outside the gate. That's obstacle number 1.
Taking them out quickly is certainly an option, and with the silencer, I should be able to keep my position. It's your call, Igor.
Better use the side passage for now. You can always kill them on your way out. Don't forget that you're a prisoner, Igor. Downcast, hopeless. Use this to our advantage.
Okay, showtime. This better work.
Stand down, Private, and clear the way. I'm escorting this stalker to his interrogation.
Yes, sir. You can find the brass in the tent behind the gates. I assume you know the way?
So far, so good. But it's getting harder now. NAR's upgraded some of the old security features.
The electronics are the least of your worries. Nobody said anything about this exposed courtyard. You stand out like a signal flare at a funeral, Igor. Be extra careful.
Security checkpoint. What used to be a radiation detector is now a biometric scanner. Clever.
I already found the right database. I'll upload your biometric data, and you can walk right through.
I can't get a line of sight on all of them. Maybe I should target those fuel tanks on the far side of the gates. That'll keep them distracted long enough for you to slip past. But if we do that, I'll have to fall back from this position.
Those NAR security systems can be broken by someone with enough know-how. Those IT wankers probably spent their upgrade budget on Pornhub premium content. Once those gates read my biometrics, my cover will be blown. We need to convince them somehow that we're friendlies.
Tarakan, I like your thinking.
One moment. Yes. Done and done. Those gates won't be a problem, Mousy.
Time to move. With a little luck, they won't notice us. The entrance should be very close. It's a large metal door to the tech access corridor. Nothing I can't handle.
Remember the charges I prepared for breaching security doors? Powerful, but quiet. Like sticking a curling iron into a pound of butter. Or maybe you want to save them for later.
Keep your hand down, Igor. There's a fucking sniper on the building above you.
Stop yelling! How do you know?
Picked it up on the radio. They haven't made you yet, but if you trigger the alarm, they'll come down on you like a swarm of Katyushas.
Damn! If I force the lock, it'll trigger the alarm. This will be tough.
I can try to remotely unlock the door without tripping the alarm, but no guarantees. You'll have to move very quickly, Mousy.
Let me put that guy on the platform to sleep, and you can make as much noise as you want.
The lock is wired to the alarm system, but Sashko's charges will destroy both the lock and the trigger mechanism. I should be fine. Charges armed. Stay back. We made it inside. We're safe, at least for now. These tunnels just about make a beeline to the reactor. From there, the way to the Ark should be easy. What the fuck? The electronics are sizzling as if they're going to explode.
That's to be expected, Mousy. The power plant's electrical system is antiquated, falling apart. We should find a way to short-circuit the power.
I have access to the circuit board. Perhaps I can cut power to the nearest corridor.
Have you been listening, Mousy? I can turn off the entire sector remotely, no problem. I'll only leave the light on at your location.
I can't shoot the switchboard, can I? I would have to go there in person, which would almost certainly compromise my position. I'll be out of the game after that.
Tarakan, I like your thinking.
Today, the darkness is our friend, Mousy. You're completely now safe.
getting close to the reactor floor. I think we managed to dodge the main security detail. As long as we maintain our cover, we should be good.
Step very fucking lightly now, Igor. The place is swarming with those cocksuckers. NAR's beefed up security around Ark for some reason. Either they're preparing for something, or you're walking straight into a goddamn trap.
I'm in the Golden Corridor. It looks like NAR beefed up security after our little escapade. Not unexpected.
Don't be a fool, Igor. Let me take care of it. If I can take them all down silently, they'll be dead before they know what hit them.
We have to convince NAR that we're their contractors. That's our ticket inside.
Let's try the prisoner escort charade. Just act bored.
Stop right there. I don't recognize you, soldier. We quell the storm?
And ride the thunder. Prisoner transport in progress, Private.
Okay, go ahead.
Damn. We need to get past these scientists.
I can help, Igor. You don't need sniper cover at this point anyway. I'll come closer and see if I can stir up some trouble and get the scientists to evacuate. Then I'll clear the area if necessary.
The Brainiacs have their own dedicated comms. I could put my fabulous acting skills to work and tell them to fuck off, but it's a two-man job.
The great Ratcatcher has smiled upon you today. I can help.
They're not soldiers. They won't buy our fairy tale. If we don't come up with something convincing, they'll sound the alarm the moment they see us.
Tarakan, I like your thinking.
Sounds good, Mousy. It shouldn't take long to hack the comms.
Attention! Pneumonia! Achtung! The reactor's about to explode! Run for your lives, everyone!
What kind of nonsense is this? The reactor cannot
Fuck it, Anatoly. A break is a break.
These old ventilation ducts will take me straight to the Ark.
What the hell is this? Was it here before? Looks like some sci-fi fucking movie prop.
The door is trapped. Touch it, and I'll spend my last moments on Earth convulsing on the dirty floor. This door wasn't supposed to be here.
Mousy, the ventilation duct should not be secured. The Rat King is watching and waiting. I can feel it.
The main generator's in sight. If I sabotage it, you'll have a few moments before the backup comes online.
Wait, Igor! Remember the map you borrowed from that fucker Semenov? It shows another way in. Guess it was worth it in the end, huh?
Your plan sounds reasonable, Mikhail. Do it.
The doors are behind you, Igor. Cut through the crap on the other side, and you'll find a nice, fat ventilation duct. Climb up in there, and it'll take you straight to the Ark.
Are you seeing those creatures? I hope the bars hold. I might be able to open the gate from this panel, but there's a chance I'll release the things in those cages as well.
So this is the heart of darkness. Just as menacing as I imagined it to be. I will gladly burn it all to the ground. The NAR will track me down afterwards, but I don't care. I have reached my destination, Igor.
This place is one big fucking trap and totally off-grid. The only way to open it from where you are is to crash the whole system. Unless you have some explosives. The Ark is just outside.
Tarakan, I like your thinking.
Behold, Mousy. In a brief moment, everything will shut down and the door open to you. This has been the adventure of a lifetime. Thank you, Igor. Now you must face the Rat King's ultimate secret alone. Mousy! Igor! The rats found me! I tried to fight them off, but there were so many!
Tarakan! What's going on?
I made one last stand!
Damn!
No!
Looks like we'll have to fight our way out.
The catcher is calling me. It's all up to you now, my boy. Don't waste your...
These guys are the last thing standing between me and Tatiana. I can't back down now. I'll fight my way in if I have to.
I've got an idea, Igor. I know a way to turn this around. There's still some charges left. I can sneak past the soldiers and detonate the main gasoline tank. Trust me, I'm not in that much of a hurry to die, but I don't see any other choice.
Oh no, this sucks big time balls. I wish we had someone inside who could get those assholes to look the other way.
All right, Olga. Do it.
I'm going, Igor. Don't forget me. At least not for a while.
It came from outside! Move! All units, evacuate the power plant! Let's go! Go, go, go!
God damn you, Igor. You and your suicide mission. I'm bleeding like a slaughtered pig.
Olga! What's going on? Talk to me!
All I see is blood. Oh, shit. I think I'm dying.
Hold on, Olga. Don't give up.
It's too late for me. I'll just finish
Everyone,
the mission.
wait here and watch the perimeter.
Screw this up, human.
I have to do this alone. Olga! Olga, can you hear me? Oh, no! Tatiana. Finally.
Pretty hot for 60 years old.
Igor, my love. My child.
It's been so very long. But it's finally you. It has to be you.
You know it in your heart, my love. I've been calling out to you for all these years, and you answered.
But how?
You shouldn't be here. It's a mistake. You'll only bring great misery on us all. My poor little boy. All of us together, finally. Release me, my love. Free me.
What did you call me? I don't understand. What can I do?
There's nothing you can do. You have to end this. Both of us. We're a mistake. An abomination. Close the portal. Destroy the connection.
What connection?
The connection is the strongest force in the universe. It cannot be destroyed. It has to be completed. It is our destiny. Go to the reactor. Find it, my love. It is waiting for you.
Find what?
No more waiting. Please, can't you just let me die? I can't take any more.
Tanya?
Go. Die. Fade. Portal.
Tatiana, are you still there?
Boris, help. Die. Igor.
I don't understand. Oh, fuck.
Reactor. Chernobylite.
Well, what do I do? Oh, fuck, I need to figure this out.
Hi, Igor. Happy to see me.
Olivier, what are you doing?
Do you really need to ask? Did you think I was an idiot right from the beginning?
Put the gun down. Whatever it is, we can work it out.
You are such an asshole. I've been helping you all this time. I made sacrifices. I lost my best friend just to help you find this dear old lady of yours.
Olivier, please.
Not once, not fucking once did you offer to help me. It was always about you. Semenov was right after all, every word.
Semenov? What's he got to do with... Wait.
Yes, I was working for Semenov. He hired me to keep tabs on you. It went pretty well until your black mask buddy went off-piste and killed Anton.
But Semenov? Why would you work for that lunatic? What could he possibly offer?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe a chance to change what cannot be changed? To go back in time and save my squad?
But that's crazy.
Crazy, sure. Is it any crazier than going for an interdimensional walk in a tunnel through space-time?
I'm not saying it's impossible, but...
But helping me was never on your agenda, was it? I should have seen it sooner. Besides, you're not the only one experiencing strange fucking things, you know. I keep having these dreams where I die. I wake up and I live again. I see our friends being killed because of your screw-ups. Then it's a new day and everything's normal again. It's motherfucking Groundhog Day in hell. What do you have to say to that?
I don't know what to tell you. You're right. I just never thought anyone else would see it. I thought it was only me.
Sure. Semenov isn't the one with the Messiah complex. You are. But today the Messiah gets to ascend via a bullet to the brain. And I so fucking hope I don't have to wake up and do this all over again. Goodbye, whatever you are.
Sashko asked you to destroy the Moscow Eye, or make it work for you. Terracon asked you to burn all of his notes. Olivier asked you to keep your head down and only steal a few bullets from the NER shipment. You didn't listen to him. Instead, you blew the whole shipment sky high. Ready to realign the memory?
Olivier, I can see the crates. It looks promising.
Well done. I know you worked hard for this, but don't get greedy. Remember, low profile. Don't listen to that soldier boy. Fuck low profile. Remember the pointers I gave you, Igor. Be a pro. Igor, any ammo you leave behind...
Olivier's right. Causing an uproar when it's not completely necessary won't help our mission.
You and your team had two options for dealing with. You made the choice to kidnap him. The Black Stalker accused you of being an NAR puppet. These events have... You brought Koslov in for group interrogation. Afterwards, you decided that you couldn't risk keeping him alive. Let's try again with this particular memory, shall we?
So, this is what it looks like from the inside.
Surprised?
Let's say, is this a
What the fuck?
My poor fellow. Sad.
I don't like that.
You should be careful with that one. What about perhaps?
Are we? I know it.
What am I? I have a so.
Your nephew? Tell me about him.
He's 10 years. I don't. It's him.
Do not. Tell me about the. You have.
But look, remember, don't. We live. But I.
Someone. The board. I'm only. How do I enter that power plant?
You're placing me.
You've got a real. Again.
Don't be stupid.
I don't care. Do you know where we are?
No.
We are this tunnel. Do you will never.
I can.
You read. Look. Thank. What to do?
He's just do not.
I'm not a murderer.
Thank you.
You have to leave NAR. Otherwise, you and I will have.
All I care about is my nephew. I swear that you will never see me again.
In Tarakon's hideout, you faced a choice. Either save some data from his old computer, or burn it to prevent it from falling into the NAR's hands. You decided to take a chance and saved the data. Let's move some pieces on the space-time board, Igor.
One more thing.
Great.
You know how this may take some...
Well, that will take it.
I'm no fucking black hat.
Sorry, Tarakan,
I have a long memory, man.
Okay.
Gorgi told you where to find the plans for the power plant, but the NAR got wind of it and was lying in the wait. You surrendered to their...
Everyone, it's time to hit the power plant. But this time, I have Eptachana. His name Yes, this is All right, we still have one more uniform. Any takers? NAR must have a skillful.
I'm your electronic.
One comment.
I need some
firearms up my shooting.
Let's.
Last but not least, does everyone know what to do? Last chance to reconsider.
You've already tried and failed, Igor. Perhaps there's a better way. Let me show you something. Every decision you made during this mission lies before you. Revisit your choices and change them at your will. Ponder your mistakes and make them right. Finish your mission and find me, Igor. Your technician hacked the biometric scanner, and you made it through without raising any suspicions. You pass the first gate using a disguise. Your technician hacked the biometric scanner, and you made it through without raising any suspicions. You used Sashko's explosives to blow open the door to the power plant.
The entrance should be very close. It's a large metal door to the tech access corridor. Nothing I can't handle.
Remember the charges I prepared for breaching security doors?
Keep your hand down.
Stop yelling!
Picked it up on the radio.
Damn!
I can try. Where you put that gun?
The lock is wired to the alarm system, but Sashko's charging. All right, Olga. Do it.
Bullseye!
We made it inside. We're safe, at least for now. These tunnels just about make a beeline
I've
to the
taught you how to
reactor.
change past
From
events.
there,
It's
the
time
way
to
to the
use
ark
that
should be
knowledge
easy.
again. Try, fail, learn, repeat.
What the fuck? The electronics are sizzling as if they're going to explode.
That's to be expected, Mousy. The power plant's electrical system is antiquated, falling apart.
I have access to the circuit board. Perhaps I can cut power to the nearest corridor.
Have you been... I'll be outing.
Tarakan, I like your thing.
Today.
We're getting close to the reactor floor. I think we managed to dodge the main security detail. As long as we maintain our cover, we should be good.
Step very fucking lightly now, Igor. The place is swarming with those cocksuckers. NAR's beefed up.
I'm in the Golden Corridor. It looks like NAR beefed up security after our little escapade.
Don't be a fool.
We have to...
Let's try...
Stop right there. I don't recognize you, soldier. We quell the storm?
And ride the thunder.
Okay.
can help him.
The brain, the great... They're not so...
Terra...
Attention! Pneumonia! Achtung! The reactor's about to explode! Run for your lives, everyone!
What kind of nonsense is this? The reactor cannot
Fuck it, Anatoly. A break is a break.
These old ventilation ducts will take me straight to the Ark.
What the hell?
The door...
The main generator.
Wait, Igor!
Sashko's it. Your plan sound...
The doors climb up.
Are you seeing those creatures? I
hope
hope the bars hold.
So this the NAR.
This place, unless you have some...
Luckily. All right.
You heard the man move! The priority is to protect the lab!
Damn! Looks like we'll have to fight our way out. These guys are the last thing standing between...
I've got an idea, Igor. There's still some charges left. Trust me, I'm not in that...
Oh no, this sucks big time ball.
There's no other choice.
Tango spotted! Engage at will!
There's blood on your hands, Igor. You didn't prepare well enough. Your companion's demise is on you alone, Igor. This could have been prevented if you'd have prepared better.
Olivier! No! Olivier! Oh, damn it!
That's... bad.
Olivier! We have to help him!
It's over for him, Igor. We need to carry on.
Everyone, wait here and watch the perimeter. I have to do this alone. Tatiana! Finally!
Igor, my child.
It's been so very long. But it's finally... What did you call me?
There's nothing you can do. You have to end this. Both of us.
Fine.
Go.
You took your time, Igor.
Cut the crap. It's time you gave me some answers.
Yes, we'll get to that. But since this is our last meeting, I want to ask you a question first.
Fine. Just make it quick.
What do you really hope to achieve, Igor?
Isn't that obvious? I want to save Tatiana.
You may find this surprising, but our goals are actually aligned.
How's that?
We were both going after the same thing, but this whole time we've been chasing someone else's agenda without knowing it. Chernobylite's agenda.
Come on, man. I've come too far to be fed a line of bullshit.
Let's start from the beginning. Do you know who I am?
You're a future version of me, and you keep coming back to stop me from making a mistake.
That's partially correct, but not in the way you think. The more important question, the question you somehow failed to ask yourself all this time is, who are you? Because you're not Professor Igor Kiminyuk. You never were. I am Igor Kiminyuk. I only changed my name to protect you and your mother.
Protect me? How? By trying to kill me at every turn?
If I wanted to kill you, I would have done it the first time we met at the power plant.
Will you quit talking in fucking riddles?
The truth is hard to swallow, I know. It was hard for me too. You are me. Tatiana isn't your fiancée. She's mine. Everything you know about her, everything you remember, none of it is yours. You're living someone else's life. My life. You are my clone, sort of. You got my body, my brain, my skills, and most importantly, my memories from before the Chernobyl disaster.
What are you saying? How is that even possible?
Tatiana was sterile. That was our personal tragedy. But when Semenov imprisoned her after the Duga fiasco, she fell pregnant. At first, I thought Boris was the father, and I was angry with her. But that was another of Semenov's lies. He needed me to stay on the project and study Chernobylite, so he injected Tanya with the nano solution. What happened next was, I don't know what to call it, an immaculate conception. She gave birth to a boy, you. You grew much more quickly than other kids. But your mind didn't seem to follow. It was different, somehow. The Chernobylite no doubt affected you in unpredictable ways. I never really considered you my son. You scared the shit out of me. I didn't know what to do with you. But it was obvious that Semenov would incorporate you into his experiments. Or maybe cut you open and rummage around inside. Until one night, Tanya, your mother, communicated with me telepathically. Even though her body was in a coma. She pleaded with me to release you into the woods, and that's what I did.
You're saying Tatiana's child, who you released in the woods in 1990? But that's impossible. Impossible! I don't remember any of this.
Of course you don't. You looked like a teenager, but had the mind of a small child. I remember giving you a sweater that Tatiana knitted for me. The night was so cold. It had my name on it.
The sweater? I had it in the camp. I was imprisoned and...
Yes, it could have been a trigger. Your mind somehow began to rebuild itself. Why in my image? I can only guess. Perhaps you were constructed from Tatiana's desires, from her expectations of a child. Funny how I called it pseudoscience. I suspect the process was somehow facilitated by the Chernobylite.
But she's been calling me this whole time. She wanted me here.
I'm afraid you were bamboozled, my poor boy. We all were. It wasn't Tanya who called you here, but it.
Chernobylite? But the images, the voices.
They felt so real, I know. Your mother was your biggest weakness, and the entity exploited that. It wanted you here. It has plans for you, you see, and I cannot allow it to succeed.
Someone sent me a photo of Tatiana and the piece of Chernobylite. Those weren't hallucinations. They were real. I couldn't have constructed my portal gun without them.
Oh, that. It was that bastard Semenov, of course. He wanted to bring you here as well. He never got over it when you vanished. Not that it matters now. I really hoped you would stay away. But it's too late now. I can't allow you to interact with the entity in any way. Only one of us is leaving this room alive.
Wait, can't we talk it over?
We just did. Goodbye, son. Igor. I wish there was another way. I wish there was another way. Don't go easy on me. I won't do the same for you. You're making this too easy, son. I wish there was another way. This gives me no pleasure, but it has to be done. Why did you have to come here and complicate things? Up already. I promise to make it quick for Tatiana's sake. I won't let you hurt her. You think you're better than me? No pleasure, but it has to be done. easy, son. I don't need a force field to defeat you.
What? You should be dead.
Yeah, I've been getting that a lot lately. Look familiar?
Where did you get that from?
Where else? I took it from you. From your cold, dead hands, Igor.
What? Where? When?
In a reality where you fucked up, my friend. From one of the many worlds bearing the brunt of your failures.
Are you saying that you come from a different... that you're from...
This is hell. You have no idea.
Where are you going?
Back to my screwed up world, of course. You know me. I'd prefer to die fighting.
Wait!
Don't waste the chance I've given you, Igor. Finish the job.
It's over, my son. Close the portal. Cut the connection. Deny this thing away into our world. Do it now!
Son, please. It will kill her. It will kill the love of my life. Of our life. Please, there's another way.
Just let me go. I've suffered long enough.
You can do this, son. You can be the man I could not. Be the better version of me. Go through the portal and face this thing. Undo the harm we both caused Tanya.
No, do not do this. Kill me. Just kill me, please. Finish it.
It's time to end this once and for all. If anyone can hear me, run as far from here as you can. Everyone, run like hell. Thank you for showing me the way. I won't waste this, I promise. Goodbye. You can rest now.
The protagonist never explained to his comrades exactly what happened at the power plant, but he came out changed. The Chernobylite vanished entirely. The zone is now free of it. Igor stalkers drove off the remaining NAR troops and even convinced a few of them to join the cause. Now they're working together for the good of the Samoshels, tracking down the few remaining monsters still roaming the area. Olivier never had the chance to change his own past and prevent the ambush that wiped out his team. His obsession almost steered him down the dark path of treachery, but in the end, he redeemed himself by helping Igor with his mission. Even though it cost him his life, because he had been a part of something bigger than himself, he was at peace in his final moments. In spite of his flaws, Olivier will always be remembered in the zone for his courage and grit. For this haunted place will always be a monument to broken heroes with a twisted past. Mikhail's life was always full of violence. He was the angriest, most obnoxious man Igor had ever known, but he was also unfailingly honest, both with himself and others. Mikhail's thirst to avenge his murdered friends was his main driving force. But working with Igor and the others eventually made him appreciate the kinder aspects of life. In spite of his rough manner and the darkness inside him, Igor came to like the neurotic stalker, and by the end, considered him a true colleague. Mikhail decided to remain in the zone and join the others in protecting their shared home. Sashko had always been the lone wolf and daredevil of the zone. Life had always been harsh for him, and he learned the hard way to rely only on himself. His crusade against NAR began with a desire for closure regarding his brother Ruslan's death, but Igor's quest to find Tatiana was what kept him going until the finish line. After the events in the zone, Sashko decided to go back to Moscow and face the hard truth about his parents' death. Eventually, he would return to Pripyat, which became his second home. Tarakon's fight against the Rat King has reached an end. Having barely survived the zone, he realized his time was up. Now, someone else must carry the torch and defeat the evil lurking in the power plant. But Tarakon wasn't worried. After all, he had prepared Igor and others well. Tarakon's true identity was never discovered. Was he a madman, a saint, a spy? Perhaps he was all of these, or perhaps none of them. But one thing is certain. The old man was a true child of Pripyat. His restless soul will forever wander its marshes and woods. When all was said and done, Olga's thoughts went to her mother and the Samoshels. She had joined Igor in his mission because she knew what it meant to live with a hole inside you, a hole left by the departed. As a troubled teenager in Minsk, she'd never planned to become a freedom fighter or martyr, but sometimes we encounter the person who will change our destiny at just the right moment. Life is unpredictable that way. Olga decided to continue serving as the huntress and ranger of Pripyat's forests, striking fear into the hearts of anyone who wished harm upon her people. Like so many before him, General Koslov made the wrong choices while chasing a dream of the good life. War taught him about the cruelty and inevitability of loss, leaving him indifferent to human suffering. It was only thanks to his nephew Galip and Igor that Kozlov found a serendipitous moment that placed his life on a new trajectory. He realized that some victories come at too great a cost. Kozlov left NAR at just the right time and lived out his days in quiet contemplation, somewhere far beyond their nefarious grasp. Semenov's ambitions and neuroses eventually got him killed. He was a brilliant scientist, but could never come to terms with the collapse of the Soviet Union. Though not a devout communist, Semenov could not stomach the chaotic aftermath, for it reflected the emptiness of his own heart. And so he chased his green Chernobylite dream, hoping his experiments would usher in a new world order. In reality, what he sought was to fill the gaping void in his own soul. In the end, everything he thought he had achieved disintegrated into nothing. He died, and NAR dissolved, most of its mercenaries wiped out by either the Shadows or the Samoshils. All that remains of NAR in the zone are the empty barracks and derelict labs, stark reminders of a misguided ambition based on human misery. Faced with staggering losses, the shareholders halted all funding,